What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, something that has really pissed me off the last few days since I read and covered the Q&A that TFW did with Mark, who is one of the lead Transformers designers at Hasbro. And this question and answer really stood out to me. So the question is, are you interested in doing Beast Machines or Energon updates? And Mark answers with, now, Machine Wars, let's talk. So, I mean, obviously it's just like a playful joke on, just the hate that Beast Machines and Energon got over the years. But I don't really know how to take this because there's no extra context from, like, say, video footage of how he answered it, or they don't give if he says anything else or anything before this. So I don't want to assume too much. And plus, I really like Mark. He is a great designer. He's doing great things over at Hasbro for Transformers. And if you guys hear little noises in the background, my cat is playing with stuff and running around and has the zoomies in my room. So hooray for zoomies. But yeah, I think Mark is a cool dude. It's just that considering where we're at right now with the Transformers franchise in terms of Beast Machines and Energon figures and updates, I don't feel too confident or feel really good about any of this. Because, I've said this before on the channel. I've told my story a little bit here. But Energon is one of the first Transformers cartoons I saw as a little kid. It was after I saw the 2007 movie. I got the first 6 episodes of season 1 on DVD at Walmart. My mom got it for me. And that was the first cartoon I saw after seeing the 2007 movie. And then a few months later, I saw Animated because that came out in December of 2007 on Cartoon Network. And the rest is history. Here we are, and I have a successful Transformers YouTube channel thanks to you all who like my videos. It really hits close to home for me personally because that's my own personal experience getting into the franchise as a little kid back in 2007. I know it's kind of random. I know it's a little unorthodox. You got in with Energon in the 2007 movie. I mean, it's not surprising with the 2007 movie, but seeing Energon of all the cartoons after, but that's just how it worked out. I don't know how or why it happened. It just did. It was meant to be. And seeing this sort of stigma around getting Energon updates and Beast Machines as well, we're talking here, it makes me sad. And with Beast Machines, me personally, I'm not attached to it as much as I am with Energon, but I still did grow up with a little bit. I saw some runnings of it. I can't remember if it was on TV or if I saw stuff on YouTube, but I was looking up the toys all the time after school, dreaming about getting the Beast Machines. I forgot which. I think it was the Commander class, or it wasn't called Commander at the time, but it was that big, huge Primal and Cheetor. Just typical little kid stuff, dreaming about getting certain figures. The Cheetor and Energon Megatron core class that we got last year, I mean, that was okay. We got at least something in recognition for the 40th anniversary of the franchise as a whole, but it's nothing. I mean, you get a Kiss Players Deluxe Class Auto Trooper in a Target exclusive 4-pack, but we can't get a deluxe for Beast Machines or Energon at all. We just get 2, frankly, mediocre core class figures. It makes no sense to me. I'm not a fan of how they're handling Energon and Beast Machines. I mean, you're doing all these updates for Armada, all these updates for Cybertron, and you're treating Energon as a redheaded stepchild. I don't get it, because is Hasbro just listening to a vocal minority in the fandom? People want to see a lot of those Energon designs get redone in the modern era with good articulation, engineering, and detailing and accuracy to the anime. I don't see a lot of people saying they don't want an Energon Shock Blast or Optimus or Megatron. Frankly, I see a lot of people online in the community talk about how Energon Megatron's design is one of the greatest Megatron designs we got in the franchise. And Honestly, it really is if you look at it. And like people want the Optimus because of the novelty of just the design and the memes and stuff over the years with Fatimus Prime. Like there's popularity and wants in the fandom from Energon. It just seems like Hasbro wants to ignore that for a vocal minority in the fandom that hates everything about Energon and thinks it's the worst thing ever. But I just don't get it. Like, we get freaking Beast Wars Neo Magmatron as a $90 commander last year, who is basically a C-D-list villain in the Transformers universe in the grand scheme of things in terms of popularity and just importance within the franchise. But we can't get a leader class or commander class Energon Megatron, who's one of the most, I wouldn't say like popular, but one of the most like fan favorites in terms of Megatron designs in the community. I'd say probably maybe like top 5, top 10. It's just ridiculous. Like some of the decisions made over at Hasbro make no sense to me in terms of character choices. And with Machine Wars, it's really cool. Like Thunderclash, Starscream. There's a lot of dope stuff that go on during Machine Wars, but a lot of that stuff is like repaints of figures we would already have, except for maybe Thunderclash and a couple others. Megaplex would be cool to get as a deluxe. You would just get so much more new and just cooler things with Energon and Beast Machines. Like Machine Wars, it's probably going to be an exclusive subline. It's probably going to be mostly repaints with maybe 1 or 2 remolds or new molds that may or may not be good because of the lower budget that exclusives usually have. Like we had a G2 subline a couple years ago of canceled G2 stuff, and that sold horribly. And Machine Wars is kind of in the same boat in terms of popularity. I'd say it's a little bit above canceled G2 stuff, but it's really not that popular. Like, honestly, and I'm not even trying to like big up Energon or Beast Machines for updates here, I see more people talk about Beast Machines and Energon in terms of updates and just overall community discussion than I do Machine Wars and wanting to get figures from Machine Wars. So I don't really get what this answer is here. You're better off making Energon and Beast Machines characters from my perspective on how I've seen the fandom talk about stuff over the years online. Like, you're going to make more money with those 2 cartoons with newer updates than you would with Machine Wars, who's like a D-list, short-lived toy line from 30 years ago that I think that was like a KB Toys exclusive too, if I'm not mistaken. So it just doesn't make any sense to me, guys. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much longer. I just wanted to make this video in terms of awareness because I know for a fact tons and tons of Transformers fans out there grew up with Energon. I'm not going to say it was their G1, but a lot of them grew up with Energon. A lot of people want Energon and Beast Machines updates in the modern era, in generations, because they either grew up with them or, you know, they're just a fan of them and they want things represented from every era of Transformers, even if the cartoon wasn't good. Because, like, I feel like Hasbro doesn't understand. Like, you could hate a cartoon but still want characters and designs remade nowadays, even if you hate the cartoon. Like, I don't understand. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about this answer from the recent TFW Q&A? And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.